This podcast is certified fresh. Freshmediaworks.com.
Welcome back to The Marketing Drive. I'm Chris Daly, and this is the show where I use my commute time to talk about one actionable marketing idea. One tip, one trick, one tidbit that can help you get more customers, make more money, and reach your goals. Today, I want to talk about TikTok. You know, it's fascinating. TikTok can make you famous overnight. Millions of views, thousands of followers, your face everywhere. But here's the uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to talk about. All those eyeballs rarely translate into actual business results. Today, I want to dive into the TikTok Paradox. Why it's phenomenal for brand awareness, but terrible for engagement and conversion, and why your podcast should be the real foundation of your content strategy, your cornerstone. Let's start with what TikTok does brilliantly. It gets you seen. The algorithm is designed for discovery. It's not loyalty. It's constantly feeding users new content, new faces, new trends, and that's exactly the problem. Think about your own behavior on TikTok. You scroll, you watch, you maybe double tap, you keep on scrolling, right? You don't stop, you don't think, you don't take action. The platform is engineered for massive consumption at lightning speed. The average TikTok video gets watched for a few seconds, even if you get 1 million views. Those are million of distracted views. Users aren't there to learn, to commit, or to engage deeply. Yes, they're getting some longer ones, but it's still primarily quick hits. They're there to be entertained for the next 15 seconds before moving on. And here's the kicker. TikTok's algorithm doesn't reward follower loyalty. Your followers might never see your content again. Yeah, the platform prioritizes what's trending now over who people choose to follow. So you're constantly starting from zero, fighting for attention in an endless sea of content. You can build a brand identity, sure. People might recognize your face or your style, but recognition without relationship is just noise. Now let's talk about engagement. Comments on TikTok, they're mostly emojis or one-word reactions, a fire emoji here, a skull emoji there, you name it. It's not engagement, it's reflexive tapping. Real engagement means someone takes time out of their day to interact with your content meaningfully, to click a link, to visit your website, to join your email list, to buy your product, whatever it is you're wanting. But TikTok users are in scroll mode, not action mode. The psychology is completely different from platforms where people come with the intent. When someone opens TikTok, they're saying, entertain me constantly. Not, I'm ready to learn something, invest time, or make a decision. And let's talk about those links. TikTok makes it deliberately difficult to drive traffic elsewhere. One link in the bio, no clickable links in the captions, no direct path from content to conversion. Even if someone wants to take action, you've created friction for them. As you know, friction really reduces action. The metrics lie to you. 10,000 likes feels amazing, but how many of those people remember you tomorrow, or even 15 minutes later, right? How many took any action during that double tap? The dopamine hit of viral content masks the reality. You're building a house on rented land with no foundation. Now let's flip this entirely. Let's talk about why your own podcast should be the cornerstone of your content engine. Podcasts create depth. When someone chooses to listen to your 20-minute, 30-minute, hour-long show, they're making an active decision to spend time with you. It's not passive scrolling, it's intentional consumption. Podcasts build relationships. Your voice literally is in someone's ears while they're commuting, working out, doing dishes, walking the dog, you name it. That creates intimacy and trust that no 15-second video ever will. You become part of their routine, part of their life. Podcast establishes authority. You have time to explore ideas fully, tell complete stories, demonstrate expertise, show your personality beyond the surface level stuff, right? You're not competing with the next dance trend, you're creating lasting value. And here's the beautiful part. You own it. Yes, 100%. You own it. The algorithm doesn't own it. Facebook doesn't own it. TikTok doesn't own it. You own it. Not a platform that can change the rules tomorrow. Your podcast is your asset, your RSS feed, your content library, your audience relationship. Plus, podcasts have staying power. That episode you released today, somebody could discover it and get value from it 2, 3, 10 years later. I've got shows that are 20 years old that still get downloaded. Find me a TikTok video. It just isn't there. TikTok content has a lifespan of a mayfly, right? So here's the strategic framework. Use TikTok as a top of funnel, right? Create entertainment, scroll stopping content that showcases your personality and expertise. Build that brand awareness. Get those views. But, and this is critical, always direct people to your podcast. Every TikTok video should tease deeper value available in your podcast episodes. Want the full breakdown? I dive deep into this on episode 47 of my podcast. Link in bio. It's that simple. Your podcast is where transformation happens. It's where viewers become listeners and listeners become true followers. It's that tribe. It's where you build the trust that leads to email signups, to product purchases, to genuine community. As I said, the tribe. Create one solid podcast episode per week. That seems to be the sweet spot. That's your cornerstone content. Then slice it into multiple TikTok videos, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, LinkedIn posts, Twitter threads, you name it. Your podcast feeds your entire content ecosystem. TikTok gives you the visibility. Your podcast gives you the viability. Use TikTok to be discovered. Use your podcast to build a business. One without the other leaves you either invisible or unsustainable. The question isn't whether to use TikTok, it's whether you're building something real beneath those views. Once again, thanks for listening. Don't ignore TikTok, but don't make it your anchor, because it will sink you. All right, until next time, keep it real.
You've been listening to The Marketing Drive with Chris Daly. To learn more about how Chris can help your company get more customers, call 713-269-4620 or visit us on the web at freshmediaworks.com.